Right now, inside your body, there are 30 to 40 billion cells doing something most doctors have never explained to you. They are not passive. They are not lazy. They are listening to every signal your body sends, every single second of every single day. And the moment you stand up and start walking, something almost unbelievable happens inside them. Not in weeks, not in days, in minutes. What I'm about to show you is the exact minute-by-minute timeline of what your fat cells do when you walk for just 30 minutes. This is real biology, real science. And once you understand it, you will never look at a simple walk the same way again. The truth about fat cells. Here's what nobody tells you about fat cells. They're not just blobs of stored energy sitting there doing nothing. They are metabolically active endocrine organs. That means they produce hormones, they communicate with your brain, they interact with every major organ in your body. Think of each fat cell like a highly sophisticated locked warehouse. Inside, fat is stored as molecules called triglycerides, triple bonded fatty acid chains that cannot simply leak out on their own. To access that energy, your body has to send the right signal, activate the right enzyme, and unlock the right door. And here is the part that should genuinely change how you think about your own body. Your fat cells are not your enemy. They are your protector. When you eat more than your body needs, your fat cells expand and store the surplus, keeping excess fat out of your bloodstream, away from your heart, away from your organs. They are doing their job, protecting you. The problem only begins when those cells get too full. When they are stretched beyond capacity, they start releasing inflammatory signals. And that is when insulin resistance, metabolic disease, and chronic illness can begin. But here's the good news. Walking, a simple, free, 30-minute daily walk, begins reversing all of that. And I can show you exactly how, minute by minute. The timeline, minutes 0 to 5. The wake-up call. The second your foot hits the pavement, your body does not immediately burn fat. In the first few minutes, it burns glucose, sugar already circulating in your blood and stored in your muscles. But something critical is already happening beneath the surface. Your nervous system activates, your heart rate rises, and your adrenal glands release adrenaline and noradrenaline into your bloodstream. These hormones travel directly to your fat cells and bind to receptors on the surface, like a key turning in a lock. This activates an enzyme called hormone-sensitive lipase, or HSL. The gatekeeper responsible for beginning the breakdown of stored triglycerides into free fatty acids, small enough to escape the fat cell and enter your bloodstream. Your fat cells are receiving the signal, but they are not fully releasing yet. Think of it like starting a cold engine. It needs a moment to warm up. Simultaneously, your insulin levels begin to drop slightly as your body recognizes it is burning energy. And that drop in insulin? That is yet another message to your fat cells. It is safe to let go. Minutes 5 to 15, the release begins. By minute 10, something remarkable has happened. Your fat cells have fully activated lipolysis, the breakdown of stored fat. Those locked triglyceride vaults are opening. Free fatty acids are escaping through the cell membrane and flooding into your bloodstream. At the same time, blood flow to your fat tissue significantly increases. Your bloodstream becomes a delivery highway transporting those released fatty acids to your working muscles. And your muscles? They are shifting their fuel preference in real time. In the first minutes, they were burning mostly glucose. But now, as free fatty acids arrive, your muscle cells absorb them and carry them into tiny powerhouses called mitochondria, where they are converted into ATP, the actual energy currency your body runs on. A beautiful metabolic balance is forming. Fat burning is escalating. Glucose burning is tapering. Your body is learning something new. It does not need to hoard everything. Movement is safe. Energy is available. Most people stop here. Minute 10 feels fine. They think they have done enough. They have no idea what they are about to miss. If you have been walking and not seeing results, stay with been walking and not seeing results, stay with me, because what happens next is the reason why. And it changes everything. Minutes 15 to 30, peak fat burning and cellular reprogramming. Welcome to the zone. Between minutes 15 and 30, your body has fully shifted into fat burning mode. Research consistently shows that fat oxidation peaks during moderate intensity exercise, the kind where you are walking briskly, you can still talk, but you feel slightly breathless. At this stage, approximately 50 to 60% of the energy you are burning comes directly from fat, not carbohydrates, fat. But here is what makes this stage truly extraordinary, and what most fitness content completely ignores. Your fat cells are not just releasing energy right now, they are changing their behavior for the future. Every walk you take increases the quantity and effectiveness of the enzymes involved in fat breakdown. It improves blood flow to fat tissue. It even alters gene expression inside the fat cells themselves, making them more metabolically adaptable long-term. A 2020 study published in Biomolecules found that regular moderate-intensity exercise increases the expression of proteins involved in fat transport and oxidation, the cellular machinery that makes fat burning fast, efficient, and automatic. And then there is irisin. Around this stage, your muscles begin releasing a molecule called irisin, sometimes called the exercise hormone. Irisin travels to your fat tissue and does something researchers once thought was impossible. It instructs white fat cells, your storage fat, to behave like brown fat cells. Brown fat is metabolically active fat. It burns energy to generate heat. It is the type of fat that protects you from metabolic disease. This process is called browning, and it means that consistent walking does not just burn fat while you are moving, it permanently changes how your fat tissue functions, even while you are resting, sleeping, sitting at your desk. By minute 30, your insulin is low, your blood glycerol levels are elevated, and your body is in a state of active energy flux. You are not just burning calories, you are reprogramming your metabolism. The afterburn. Here is what almost nobody tells you. The benefits do not stop when you stop walking. For hours after your walk, your body continues burning fat at an elevated rate, a phenomenon known as excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC. Your muscles are replenishing glycogen stores, your mitochondria are still active, and lipolysis, the fat release process, remains elevated for up to 24 hours after a single session of moderate exercise. And when you do this consistently, every single day, the long-term transformation is profound. Your fat cells become less resistant to releasing stored fat, inflammatory markers decline, insulin sensitivity measurably improves. A 2025 study in the Journal of Health, Population, and Nutrition found that 12 weeks of consistent 30 to 40-minute walks reduced visceral fat, raised protective HDL cholesterol, and lowered inflammatory markers without strict caloric restriction. Your fat cells get smaller, healthier, and smaller, healthier fat cells begin producing a hormone called adiponectin, which actively protects against insulin resistance and inflammation. Your body stops fighting itself because you stopped fighting your body. Closing. So let me ask you something. You just walked through the complete minute-by-minute biology of what a 30-minute walk does inside your body. You have seen that your fat cells are not obstacles. They are intelligent, responsive, living tissue that responds to you. The question is no longer whether walking works. The question is, what has been stopping you from making it a daily habit? Because this is not complicated. It does not require a gym, a trainer, or an expensive supplement. It requires your shoes in 30 minutes. That is it. Drop a comment below. Tell me what surprised you most. Was it the irisin browning discovery? The fact that fat burning peaks between minutes 15 and 30? Or the realization that your fat cells have been protecting you all along? Your comment might be the exact thing that motivates someone else to finally start. And if you want more science-backed breakdowns, no hype, no gimmicks, just real biology explained clearly, subscribe and hit the bell, because in the next video, we are uncovering the truth about fasting and fat loss, and specifically the hidden mistakes that quietly cancel all the progress you are making right now. You are one decision away from a completely different metabolism. Go take that walk.